What's up, good people? This is Larry Jones. Welcome back to Stock Up. I have some guests for here today. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and we're going to talk about how you can use it really as insurance against the American dollar in the stock market. That and more in a couple of seconds. Hey, today I have a guest of mine. His name is Judah Nichols, and
Hello.
he's like a nephew to me. I've been knowing his dad for many, many years, and just amazing at what he's been doing with Bitcoin has amazed me. Just in talking about Bitcoin with his dad, and he said, my son really got into Bitcoin, and he's doing really well. So Judah, good people, y'all welcome my nephew Judah Nichols to the show. Yay!
Yay. Well, I'm happy to be here.
Oh man, it's good to have you. So I want you to tell the good people, I call my family good people. I want you to tell the good people your story and how you got into Bitcoin and what happened to you.
Well, Bitcoin came at an interesting time in my life. I was just beginning to get a handle on finances in general. I'm a millennial, and no one, a lot of us like to complain that no one ever taught us anything. But I think that it's up to us to learn it for ourselves and become financially independent. So when I first heard about crypto, I was nervous about it, like many people, but I was interested in it, highly interested. So I got started on an app called Coinbase, and I just began watching videos. They've got these videos on there that they will pay you to watch if you answer a question. And with the little bit of money that I earned from Coinbase, it was roughly $40 to $50. I began to trade and move it back and forth as a certain coin went up in value, and then I would sell it and get another one that was low. And before I knew it, I had $800, which at the time was more than I would normally have at any given time in my bank account.
Well, wait a minute. You used the free money that they gave you and you turned that into $800.
Yes, the free money into $800.
Okay, how much free money did they give you?
Roughly about $40 to $50. I think that there might have been a couple of dollars that I earned by sharing my link. I got like $10 for that. So yeah, I think it was around $40 to $50.
And you turned $40 to $50 into $500?
$800.
$800.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that's pretty
so
good odds.
it is pretty good. It took a long time. It was about 6 months.
Okay.
But for for someone like me who didn't believe it was possible to even save,
Okay.
I was thinking to myself that I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I don't have time to invest in anything.
Right.
It was a great opportunity to kind of open up my eyes to the world of investment, and going from no money in the bank to $800 was a really cool beginning to investment in crypto.
Okay. So I got a few questions I want to ask you. I got them written down here because I'm not a millennial. So, so why crypto, and what's special about crypto?
Well, crypto is so special because it helps facilitate financial freedom. Bitcoin and most cryptocurrencies are decentralized, meaning that they are not owned or swayed by any particular person, organization, or government. No one can sway it. When a government puts regulation on Bitcoin, they're really putting regulation on people because they are unable to regulate or affect Bitcoin itself.
I see.
In addition to this, crypto has more potential than fiat money, money that's created by a government, because it's a technology and it can each cryptocurrency that exists aims to solve a particular problem in the industry. One of the best examples of this would be decentralized finance, or DeFi, as those in the industry call it. When you take out a loan, one of the things that's considered when you're taking out the loan is you as a person. The loan officer looks at you and thinks to themselves, is this person trustworthy? Are they going to pay it back? Their own bias might play. If you're a woman, or if you're homosexual, or if you're black or white, they take these things into consideration. DeFi, they don't consider that. It's
wouldn't me being Italian against me is what you're saying.
Yes.
I got another question to ask you. All right, so I know my limited knowledge in Bitcoin. I actually bought Bitcoin because I look at it as, I call it big gold. And I know it kind of fluctuates with the market, but then again, it actually is a safe bet against the dollar being weaker. Could you speak on that for a minute?
Yeah. One of the ways Bitcoin is currently being used in the world is, like we said, a hedge against fiat money. Bitcoin is, as America continues to print money, the value goes down, and when governments do things like this, for example, Venezuela, you can see mass inflation to the level of, I think the last bills that they printed were $1, $5, $10, and $50 trillion bills, or trillion Venezuelan dollar bills. Wow. So the way that people are using this is by Pizza Hut in Venezuela is accepting Bitcoin to make purchases, because the Venezuelan dollar has tanked so far that it's not worth taking anymore.
I see. Are there any countries that don't allow Bitcoin that you know of?
Yes, Nigeria has unfortunately suffered. Their dollar has suffered so much that they have tried to ban Bitcoin, because their currency has no longer has any worth in comparison to Bitcoin.
Wow. But they couldn't really, since it's decentralized, they really can't stop it, can they?
Exactly. If people want to accept Bitcoin for a transaction, then they can do so. There's not much that they can do to harm Bitcoin itself.
Mm-hmm. If you see me blinking, I just put some stuff in my eyes, and I'm just like, so I apologize to everyone. I just wanted to help educate you guys on Bitcoin and why I've gotten into Bitcoin. Though the market has been doing horrible lately, actually the Bitcoin has been holding up. It's been my green, actually, and there's been some dips, but there's days where the market is down and Bitcoin is up. What do you think about timing and getting in at Bitcoin? Do you think it's too late?
I don't believe it's too late at all. In fact, at this time, it could be one of the best times to get in. Unlike the last bull run of 2017, where it hit the all-time high of 20,000, the institutional adoption of Bitcoin is very high. You may have heard that Tesla had bought $1.8 billion worth of Bitcoin. They're going to begin to accept Bitcoin for Tesla purchases. Square, PayPal.
I heard the other day a national bank is partnering with Coinbase, and they're going to be making transactions in Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, and JP Morgan, both JP Morgan and Citibank have put out memos or documents talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin specifically and its worth to American businesses and businesses throughout the world.
Wow.
So this is a great time to buy into Bitcoin. It's not over from here. It will continue to go up. Some people talk about numbers as high as 100,000, and some far more confident, higher numbers. But I think
so. For those people that don't know where Bitcoin is currently at this moment, for it to go from here to 100,000 is what percentage?
Well, I believe it would be double. It's a little over double its current value. It's roughly around 46,000 tonight at the time of this recording, and it's going to be many people are estimating or predicting that it's going to be at 100 to 150,000 by September this year.
Oh wow, that's over 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could literally, it could be 150% if it goes to 150, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Is it safe? Is crypto safe? And that was my hesitation in getting in. I'm like, well, I don't know. It's not an American system. Blah blah blah. Is it safe? They could take my money. What do you think?
It's an interesting question. Cryptocurrency is new territory, very similar to the Wild West back in the in the beginning times of America. It is a right opportunity for money making, but if you're not prepared and you're not careful, then you could get burned. As long as you do the research, Coinbase is an excellent app because they make getting into Coinbase as easy and safe as possible. They worry about all the heavy lifting, you could say. It's different than the stock market. The stock market has corrections, that might be at 10%, might be kind of a higher correction.
Right.
Bitcoin, on the other hand, it is normal for Bitcoin to drop between 20 and 38% in a major correction. So some people can get alarmed at that. Don't be alarmed. Bitcoin's not going to zero. It's normal. But yeah.
How long, when you first got into Bitcoin, how long have you been in Bitcoin?
I've been in Bitcoin for roughly a year now. I'm a little bit new to the space, but I've found it to be highly interesting. And I don't think that it takes it doesn't take a brain surgeon to get into crypto. And
yeah, I know, because with everything that's going on in the market, I'm still up rather nicely in my Bitcoin portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
So for those, American stock, people know Apple, they know Tesla, they know about it. Mm-hmm. If you don't know about Bitcoin, what would be a good way for, say, a newbie to get in and how to pick stock?
Well, we've mentioned it here before, just a moment ago. Coinbase is really the best starting point. Mm-hmm. In the app, you can watch educational videos that teach you about cryptocurrency. Right. They've got news about all of the relative happenings in the crypto world right in the app. Yeah. You can see the prices, and you can manage, sell, send your Bitcoin. They really make an great altogether starter package for getting into cryptocurrency.
Okay, so if I'm just thinking about the questions that people that subscribe to the page would want to know if you're new. So if you had three, let's make it five. Let's say I'm just getting in and I want to buy 5 different cryptocurrencies, right? Mm-hmm. What would be a good 5? And I'm sorry to do this, and percentage wise. So, if out of 100%, how would you split it up, and what would you invest in?
Well, Bitcoin is obviously always going to be the biggest first coin to get out there. It's the grandfather of all cryptocurrency. It has the most long-term outlook. Many people believe Bitcoin's here for the next 100 years, maybe the next 1,000 years. Mm-hmm. So your largest percentage should be in Bitcoin, probably around 50% of your crypto portfolio.
Okay.
After that, Ethereum is the second best, or rather the second biggest by market cap. From there, you could put in, roughly 20%. And after that, the altcoins are really interesting territory. They're new, they're smaller, and they aim to solve specific problems in the currency world. Three that I have my eye on that are available in Coinbase are Decentraland's Mana and Basic Attention Tokens BAT and Litecoin's LTC. Each of those I would put roughly 10% in.
What are the ticker symbols?
Decentraland is Mana, M-A-N-A.
Oh, you were saying, okay, gotcha. I
Then,
thought that was Decentraland Mana, but you're saying M-A-N-A is the ticker symbol.
Yes.
I told you I wasn't a millennial.
Yep. And so, yeah, I mean, I think those are some good coins to get started on. I would, do my own research as is important to do. Right. But those would be the 5 that are available on Coinbase that are worth looking into.
Okay. I had a guest here, my barber here, a few videos back, and we had a really good discussion about Bitcoin, because I do believe if you're investing, it's too big to not at least give it some attention. It's too big to ignore. And it's like Tesla. It's like EVs.
Yeah.
It's here to stay, and it's only going to get bigger. I mean, it'll fluctuate, whatever, but it's here to stay, and it's just going to get bigger. That's what I see Bitcoin with these major institutions and banking, and even South Beach, Florida. The mayor said that he's going to allow people to pay their bills with Bitcoin. And if you're a city employee, you would get paid in Bitcoin.
Yeah, they're situating themselves to potentially take the financial capital of the world from New York.
Yeah, it's actually really smart when you think about it. And you know what? I thought about Tesla, and it's smart on Tesla's part, right? Because if you buy a product from me, I'm Tesla, and you pay me in Bitcoin, we know is going to be worth more next year than this year, then the product seller comes out on top.
Yeah, it's only common sense.
It's only common sense. Unlike, currency that's actually losing value over time. Yeah. So it's actually smart. So I believe more major institutions, and I do believe eventually Apple is going to do the same, follow suit. And once Apple follows suit, it's a wrap from there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it'll be a race. Who can get Bitcoin on their sheets and available quicker?
Yep. Hey, we provided a link, should I say, I provided a link below in the comments section that is to Coinbase. You guys could download the app, watch the tutorials, and you can get some free money. And if you're smart like Judah is, which I'm not, you literally took free money and made it $800. That's pretty good.
It is.
Yes. So you only have to deposit $100 in that account. Yeah. Judah, before we signed off, I know I don't like to do really, really long videos. Sometimes I'll talk too much and they'll be long. But is there anything extra or anything that you could think of that will help the audience? Anything about Bitcoin?
The only thing I would add is familiarize yourself as much as you can. There's plenty of videos out there in the world that can teach you about crypto.
Yes, that's YouTube.
Yeah, and if the more you watch it, the more you're going to realize. Don't fall for the rich, stock market people who would have you believe that Bitcoin is going to zero while they're stuffing their pockets with it.
Because we happen to know that they are doing it.
Absolutely.
They're telling you, oh, it's nothing, and then they're buying it. The one thing I do understand about Bitcoin is this, Judah. So we're about to, more stimulus. Every time there's stimulus check, we just, pipe up the printing machines and just print more money. Bitcoin is actually the opposite. That's why I call it big gold. There's only a limited amount, and that's it. And these
there'll only ever be 21 million.
Say that again.
I'm sorry, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation.
And that's it. And as people lose it and lose their passwords and codes, and the less of it that's out there, actually, the more valuable it becomes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Supply and demand.
Say that again.
Supply and demand.
Yeah,
people want it, and there's not enough of it. And especially as the institutions get in it,
yes.
The time is coming where it will be impossible to own a Bitcoin. It's not here yet.
Right.
But if it's a good time to get in, because it's still possible to own a single Bitcoin.
Yeah. Hey, well, we're going to wrap it up right there. Again, we left a link below for Coinbase. You just download the link, deposit $100, and you watch the videos, and you'll get free Bitcoin. And you can't beat that. Okay. I just want to continue to bring you guys good educational. In a few months, I'm going to be working on a wider shot where I can have guests. I want to keep you guys through this downturn in the economy. I want to give you guys some options, and I want to keep you guys abreast on anything that I think will bring you guys value. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Again, I must say, before you make any financial decisions, you must first do your own research and consult with your financial advisor, to which I am not. I'm Larry Jones, aka Uncle Larry. All right. Hey, as always, in signing off, live, love, laugh, and learn.